5 to Deckelbar and Rachel Rohrabacher and survived in the last round. Georgia gets it started. Let's play pickleball. So when you've had 8 of your 9 lives cashed in the last one, you feel like you're playing with house money or not?
I mean, I would say you're playing with house money at this point.
What a dig from Kate.
Second serve.
When you come back from a crazy score line like that, it starts flowing and oozing through your body confidence, because you know, like, even if you're down match point again, you can come back.
Oh, there's one of those patented Georgia Johnson Ernies, but handled, and the first point goes to Patriquin and Fahey.
1-0-2.
Way too high there, and interesting, yesterday it was Bright and Staxrud practicing against Fahey and Patriquin. 1-2-3 St. Louis Shocks and a Staxrud.
0-1-1.
Gabe Tardio, only thing missing.
Second serve.
But the MLP champions are the Dallas Flash,
0-1-2.
and the Johnsons, a big part of that title last year. We'll see what they do later this month.
Point.
Kate's all over the first one, and Georgia's all over the all over.
1-1-2. Side out.
That's a great pull there from Hayden. He kind of sees Georgia in transition, and that's the right time to go for it.
1-1-1.
Catch her there when she's not balanced, and that's always going to pay dividends.
Second serve.
I mean, she absolutely does not care. Fire away at me.
I know Georgia has some of the quickest hands, and you see it right there. That's not going to work too often.
Point. Two, 1-2.
Uh-oh.
Point.
Launched off the paddle from J-Dub there, and a nice early lead for Kate and H.
3-1-2.
And a beautiful
Point.
pull down the middle, and 4-1. They're picking up where they left off in their last match.
4-1-2. Side out.
Yeah, and so far the return target for J-Dub and Georgia has been Hayden, which a little interesting, but I think it's probably to keep Hayden back so he's not allowing the crash off of Fahey's drive.
No doubt about it.
Because that's the problem if he's at net and Fahey's able to hit a big drive, that would be a problem.
Yes.
1-4-2.
Because he doesn't have the reach of some players like yourself, but the foot speed is easily there. That's really good from Kate Fahey, who just keeps looking to ways to add to her game. The singles is already phenomenal. She's in the semifinals
4-1-1.
in that discipline.
Point.
Another rope from H.
5-1-1. Second serve.
Let's get that out of here, says Georgia.
5-1-2.
Cut to cut here. That reverses the spin every shot. There's some top spin. Longest point of the day, and H is like, I'm done with this.
Now, Hayden's been pulling off the bounce a lot, which is honestly a little surprising because these courts have not allowing the ball to bounce as high as they normally do, which has made players kind of wait to reach out of the air a little bit more than off the bounce.
H coming in hot, and it is 7-1 for Fahey and second slam of the year on the Carvana PPA Tour in Atlanta. So get your tickets. You do not want to miss this. And there's a good look at Georgia Johnson. She said, I love working out. She's working with Forward Training in Boca down in Florida with her trainer, Emmy. So shout out to them.
Point.
Patriquin had it, just a little too much on it.
No, and I like the pull. Hayden's had a lot of success off the bounce, so I'd say keep going for it.
And then look at that youngster jump in there. You can do that if you're tall like yourself or if you have unbelievable lateral movement.
Oh, I mean, that's all just great foot speed from Hayden to just shuffle over there and just smack that ball away.
Side out.
And Patriquin looking very dominant. Quick possession for the Johnsons.
7-2-1. Second serve.
I think goes a little wide there for Hayden.
Okay, so what was that? I'm confused as well. Go ahead, please.
No, I think that was just a little miscommunication between Hayden and Kate there. And on top of it, I think Hayden knows dinking the JW's backhand, sometimes you know you're just going to get a cut, probably cross-court back if you get it low enough. Because otherwise, if it's high, it's danger zone with Flick Wizard.
Georgia freaking Johnson right there. My goodness. Low, enough spin, and catches the court.
Bullseye.
3-7-1.
Again, jumps in there, and you see what a lot of players are doing. They're not reaching to take that fourth out of the air. They're letting it bounce and stepping back and then wrecking it.
Right out.
Oh yeah, letting that ball kind of, that fourth bounce instead is allowing players, especially with the new technology and paddles and balls, it's taking bigger cuts and more spin, which makes it just harder for players to come in. And the name of the game is just trying to keep your opponents back. So anything you can take bigger cuts and keep them off the kitchen line is what you want.
Point.
Love the connection and positivity with Fahey and Patriquin here.
Point.
And they are 2 points from grabbing game number one here in impressive fashion, in quick fashion. Swing and a miss, but that's okay. He's got backup. Wow.
Side out.
I mean, that's great defense from Kate to keep them even in that point because Hayden struck out.
3-9-1.
He did indeed, and yet they played on, and then the hand speed of Georgia Johnson was the difference, so they don't get to 10.
Another off the bounce pull for H, but that one ended up not being successful.
That's what you do. You got to keep doing it.
Second serve.
H read that like a book.
Yeah, he did. Flick Wizard had the wrong potion there.
4-9-2. Point.
Oh, and Georgia, she's never afraid to go up line.
That yields the results they hope. Just wide.
Side out. Nine, 5-1.
Wind's picking up here just a little.
And
Point.
just as you say that, the return gets caught
point.
in the jet stream, and we are at game point.
10-5-1. Second serve. Game point.
That's a shot that maybe Kate
10-5-2.
could have taken a crack at. Doesn't do it. Game point 2. Just deep from Patriquin as both fellas were itching to get in there.
No, and that's a good look for Hayden, though. I will say continue to keep looking for that.
Perfect through the middle.
Second serve. Five, 10-2. Point.
That's a great serve from Georgia right there.
No.
I'd say, I mean, that was on the back end.
Yes.
Maybe an inch from the baseline, if not directly on
6,
it.
10-2.
Which, that's what you want.
How about that one?
Oh, yeah, that's a
Welcome to
Game
the
point.
announcer Jinx booth here, Blaine Hoven here.
10-6-1.
Game point 3. Wow, great job by Fahey. 3 in a row. And Georgia able to get that down and in on the line. Game point 4.
10-6-2.
And
Point
that'll
game,
do
11-6.
it. So Kate Fahey and Hayden Patrick.
0-0-2.
They'll start with the ball.
Side out.
Just a little bit of wind and can't get it through.
0-0-1.
Wow, look at that curveball. All of a
Second
sudden,
serve.
the gust just came flying in there.
Oh, that was a little bit.
Look
of
at
a gust
this.
of wind. Oh, wow.
Oh, we got.
We've got.
Oh, we have
water bottles.
we have recycling to do here.
Not in J-Dub. He's just putting it on the side. Like someone else recycle it.
So center
0-0-2.
court flag is blowing as briskly as it has all day.
Side out. 0-0-1. Second serve.
And these two play at a
0-0-2.
ridiculous pace, win or lose the rally. Oh, Fahey took off for the angle. And a lot of players have been smart because I know that you know that I know, so just smack it right through the middle.
Exactly. That's kind of the go-to play now, once you see, or if players are just trying to run off to the edges, because that's like the cool highlight shot.
Yeah.
You get your
0-0-1.
protractor out, like you always say, Dave.
Yeah.
So right through the middle is a good spot. Through the middle again right there.
And with
Second
some
serve.
pace. Nice job by Patriquin.
Zero, 0-2.
Just
Point.
Hayden had no idea what part of his body to protect there.
Oh, that's just good hands.
1-0-2.
from Georgia. She's kind of bent to multiple spots. Yeah, kind of keeps Hayden's hand fluid.
Point.
Rare miss in this match for Fahey.
They have a little bit of momentum for JW and
2-0-2.
Georgia right here.
Oh, the dropper, and it's pretty.
Side out.
Okay, he's a candidate to teach the class. No way Cliff was driving Hunter Johnson crazy in singles with his
0-2-1.
drop volleys.
No, I practice with Noe a lot, and his drop volleys give everyone trouble.
Ball
Point.
off the tape, impressive that Georgia could even get a paddle on it, but Patriquin's right there.
1-2-1. Point.
That is an unfortunate bounce there for J-Dub.
2-2-1. Second serve.
That's the danger of going from
Yes,
JW.
it is.
It's, like, if you
2-2-2.
leave it even an inch too high, you know that flick is coming and you don't know where to protect.
Man, great recovery from Patriquin twice. Oh my,
Side out.
and ended up getting a look.
Yeah, he was all over that. He knew exactly where that ball was going, but just
2-2-1.
a little low on the tape.
Second serve. 2-2-2.
Oh no,
Point.
he's not teaching the class, he's taking the class now.
Dave just demoted him.
3-2-2.
Man, he was in such good control. I'm not sure that was necessary, but when you make the first one, you think you're the king. Wow. Every last
Point.
one of the spells from the Flick Wizard, and they do indeed earn their 4th point here.
Oh, and that was incredible
4-2-2.
defense from Kate to keep
Yes.
him there.
Boy, Kate's
out.
footwork there was wild. She was trying to decide what to do.
2-4-1. Second serve.
Awkward paddle position. Party of one, Mr. Patriquin.
2-4-2. Point.
Wow.
Wow.
Center cut on J-Dub.
Now, you don't see that too often. Not even players being successful with it, but they don't even want to risk going there with J-Dub's hands. Like, that's just the no-go zone normally.
Kate Fahey, she
3-4-2.
don't care. No.
Side out.
They get one, and then a wild miss from Patriquin. Love that shot.
4-3-1.
Love that shot from the truck. intensity of those two.
Point.
That's just two good hands there from J-Dub.
Ridiculous.
5-3-1.
Thank
Point.
you very much.
Every point matters.
Oh yeah, these guys are so selfish.
Point.
So just a little frustration. Patriquin just
7-3-1.
trying to nip that in the bud immediately.
Great cut there
Point.
from Georgia.
Yes. And 180 in this match as the Johnsons
8-3-1.
have taken complete control here in game 2. What a lob. What an athlete to get there. But they can't scrap all the way back. But you saw the amazing foot speed of Kate Fahey right there.
Oh, that's super impressive to even keep them alive in the point as long as she did.
9-3-1.
That's super impressive.
Tremendous lob by Georgia to get that started. Oh, now J-Dub's trying to join the act. Just catches the sideline on the overhead. What an angle.
I'm J-Dub. I'll probably keep the lobs to my sister.
Yeah.
9-3-2.
And maybe from the kitchen line.
Side out.
And that's what Hayden was doing so well game 1. It's just the super offensive, kind of engaging in those hands battles straight ahead. And that's
3-9-1.
what got them that first game.
Point.
Step back on that one does not work for J-Dub.
4-9-1. Point.
Two beautiful rolling thirds in a row from Patriquin. Pulls them within 4.
5-9-1. Second serve.
Great flick there from JW.
5-9-2. Point.
And look at this.
6-9-2.
And they're within 2, and do the Johnsons call timeout? They're looking over at Julie, their mom, who's also their coach, and
Don't think so.
I don't think so either.
But that's the danger when they return to Kate. Kate has an amazing drive, and it sets Hayden up with his quick foot speed and hand speed to just take
7-9-2.
over and just be ultra aggressive and crash.
What a get from Georgia, up and over.
Great cover there from J-Dub. Kate, I thought had him beat, and then definitely not. Fooled us all.
Good look at Julie Johnson right there. Happy
9-7-1.
that they got the stop without the timeout. 2 points from a game 3, but just a 2-point lead. And look at Kate muscle H out of the way there.
Technical warning.
And
Sanity.
And H said the
Game
magic
point.
word, and Onisha's not having it. So
10-7-1.
technical warning and game point all wrapped up in one. Oh my, Georgia the
Second
panic
serve.
on Patriquin and
Point.
Fahey's face when they saw that go up.
Hey, you never know. The way
No.
this wind is going, that could have easily just stayed
10-17.
right on in.
Game point 2 to force a third. And that is exactly
game,
what they
11-7.
do. So the Johnsons show why they're one of the best teams in all of mixed doubles. So we will
0-0-2.
switch ends once one team reaches 6. What a battle.
Side out. Zero, 0-1. Point.
So Georgia had one of our favorite ATPs, the one that kisses off the tape and just shoots out to the side, but just
1-0-1.
hit it way too hard. First point of game number 3. Wow, Kate Fahey cleans up an absolute mess in the middle there.
No.
2-0-1.
H, she's as fast as anybody. You don't have to cover.
Two, 0-2.
I have no idea how that went over. That's wild.
That was an insane get right there.
Backside of the paddle, it almost knocked her and the paddle
3-0-2.
over. 3-0. Oh, and
Side out.
trying to do a little too much as J-Dub took a big stab to the right.
0-3-1.
Right through the middle again on that overhead. I mean, that's the spot right now, because when you're going to the angles, you see both of them kind of spread the gap. So then go through the middle,
0-3-2.
easiest target.
Field goal is good indeed. Tremendous from Patriquin of holding the line. And it's almost Easter, so we want a little egg hunt there. Also, Kate is getting that thing ready, like with the rosin bag out there on the pitcher's mound.
3-0-1.
That's impressive.
Point.
H on the Johnsons and the consonant wins.
I mean, that's just
4-0-1.
impressive. Crazy hands from H.
Second serve.
And that is same guy, Dave.
Same guy indeed. Really went after it though. But yes, indeed.
4-0-2.
Yes.
It's a good look at Anna Bright, living and dying on every shot, watching her shock teammates.
Side out.
Good reach in there from J-Dub. And now if you're J-Dub in Georgia, this is go time. Down 0-4.
0-4-1.
You want to get at least a few points on the board before the turn at 6.
Really good from Patriquin with that wrist manipulation too.
That was like a quasi tomahawk, that's crazy impressive.
0-4-2.
Sends it through the middle, and Georgia's just a tad late. Nothing on the board again. Huge if they could somehow scrap together too and be up 6-0 on the turn.
Oh,
Wow.
Second serve.
H wants that one back.
Yeah, he does.
Sure.
Because he told Fahey to go, and she did.
4-0-2.
All right, JW and Georgia have one more chance at go time. They got to get on the board right here.
0-4-1.
Nothing doing there, and they're a team that reliably gets to the kitchen line. Can't do it again.
0-4-2.
Can they on their second try of this possession? Who is going to be the one? Georgia tries for the ATP that she's very good at, but can't curl it around there. So Fahey survives. Another chance to somehow switch up 6-0. They'd need a pair. And we talked about the Canes. There's a 5-hole goal right there.
4-0-2. Side out.
Wow, so empty trips, back and forth we go.
This is now, I think, their
0-4-1.
third chance.
Yes.
0-4.
Yes. Okay.
So that drop volley, Dave, does that make him take the class or keep the class?
I think that didn't advance him either way. It was average.
Neutral.
Yeah. Wow, and Franklin on Franklin crime right there. J-Dub gets it done. They're finally on the board.
That was, I think, maybe a miss-hit lob, or not a miss-hit, but that seemed a little lower than Giorgio intended.
Yeah.
1-4-2.
He kind of got away with that one.
Yeah, Kate still had to hit a backhand two-handed overhead.
Point.
And a missed volley, and they've got two, and Patriquin is switching paddles, towel. What's the need here?
I think just toweling off his grip.
A little slick.
It is humid here in North Carolina, so don't blame him there.
Yes, unseasonably warm. Record temperatures forecast. It's still 85 degrees at 5:45 here.
Side out.
Another off the bounce pull for H, but they're on the board, Dave.
Yes, they got two. So let's see if Patriquin and Fahey can find the 5th point that's been so elusive. What a shot by Georgia. Johnson finds the court.
Oh, that's a great pull from Georgia. I think both Kate and Hayden, they both ran off the court saying, nope.
That's well in. Uh-oh. Oh, tweener. Oh, H. The highlight reel was waiting.
He had it on his fingertips.
There's another look at the tweener, which was not gratuitous either. It's what he had to do.
Might have played an out ball there, too.
He did. And Georgia tried to stop him, and he didn't listen to his younger sister. Shocker. But they're within one.
3-4-1.
Patriquin pulls the trigger. It's deep, and we are suddenly tied at 4, and it is Georgia's got the ball, and they're serving on a 1.
Second serve.
Get the first stop.
4-4-2.
And you've got a instant.
Yep.
One
Ace
free
puts his
challenge
hands up.
remaining. One free challenge remaining. Resume play at side out. 4-4-1.
Okay, so is this going to be pivotal by millimeters?
Time in. 4-4-1. Second serve.
And then just the drooped shoulders of Fahey after the Flick Wizard said, come on now.
4-4-2.
And just a heavy-duty Ginsu slice from Georgia, and Kate can't handle it. And another empty possession. 4 in a row.
Yeah. Well, let's see if JW and Georgia can do something here.
4-4-1.
Flying through the air with the greatest of ease is that young man. What a shot.
4-4-2.
And an empty possession right back the other way.
Yeah, no, they need to get off 4 on this possession, Dave. I'm calling
4-4-1.
Okay, here it is. It's put into the atmosphere. And Blaine, what are the lottery numbers tonight if you see the future this well?
5-4-1.
I'm not telling you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, that's cool. Oh, off the tape. How in the world did he get the hands to that? But they finally do get a pair. Hovenier Magic gets it started there by just saying I can't be more excited about that. So let's see if Patriquin and Fahey can keep their run going.
Second serve.
So middle dinks, a little bit of a problem there.
6-4-2.
Wow, and then a missed drive. So after the end switch, can't add to it.
4-6-1. Second serve.
That's just impressive foot speed at the kitchen from Hayden to basically go from almost one sideline, almost over to Kate's side to pull that ball.
And the spot he found
4-6-2.
down and forced the bro sister to fight over the front seat of the car there. Another great lob, but Fahey is there. And then a missed overhead, but
Side out.
again, the explosive pace of that lady right there, and that's what makes her a handful in singles, because she just keeps running stuff down. That was a great lob.
Oh, that was a super good lob, and
Pick
just
4-1.
the speed from Kate was too good there.
Hesitated and
Second serve.
had a chance to really do something more aggressive there and chose not to.
6-4-2.
Wow. Look at that manipulation of the paddle in the last one. Kind of a tomahawk and gets it down 7-4.
7-4-2.
They're playing fast again. See the replay of the ridiculous hand speed of Patriquin. Wow. Back to dinking. Oh my. Patriquin picked the right ball, but not the right execution.
Oh yeah, no, he got the right ball, but just overcooked it just a little bit.
Great job by Kate Fahey throughout that, of the dink quality
4-7-1.
and then surviving a couple of Georgia Johnson and J.W. Johnson rifles.
Second serve. 4-7-2.
And maybe the threat of the Ernie cost her there, and nothing doing.
7-4-1.
Whoops.
Well,
Second
Age
serve.
took a full cut there.
He's got a little baseball background in his
7-4-2.
life, so swinging for the fences. Wow, Georgia. Unbelievable. I'll say it again, Georgia freaking Johnson. My goodness, because H thought he just put the ball away and they were up 8-4.
I mean, that's incredible counters and
4-7-1.
resets for Georgia right there. And I like that attack there from Georgia. I mean, the ball bounced a little higher, she'll be able to reach in and take time away and go cross court at Kate, who's done really well
5-7-1.
defending the ball straight ahead from JW, but hasn't seen as much from that position.
Wow, trying to hold on here and does. And it's Patriquin that jumps in the middle. My goodness.
I mean, there was a crazy save from Kate from
5-7-2.
J-Dub's signature flicks earlier in that point, which I was shocked by.
I see what you did there. Oh, no.
Point.
Patriquin trying to
6-7-2.
keep positive. Johnson's chance to tie, and they do.
Point. Seven, 7-2.
Oh, ran all the options through his mind and went short angle.
Time in.
The Johnsons have
8-7-2.
nosed in front down the stretch. Great spot there from Patriquin. What a response by the young man.
H was able to get at Georgia's right hip there and kind of handcuff her, which is a perfect spot because she's been sliding so well almost all of this match.
7-8-1.
Somehow stays
Second
in.
serve.
I mean, when I saw that go off J-Dub's paddle, I thought that thing was sailing, and then it's landed in.
Patriquin and yourself agreed, but it does catch the court. Fahey changing. What a grind there, and we are tied at 8.
I mean, that's just an overall super
8-8-2.
good patient point from Hayden Fahey.
Right at the body of Patriquin.
H has been on that almost all match, but right there, J-Dub was able to catch him. I think that was
8-8-1.
maybe a little bit more center body versus the middle. Hayden's been able to find forehands.
Awesome return. There's the drop shot again. Okay, he wins the rally, so he's got an A, an F, a B, and a C on his drop shots here.
Okay.
It's like an 80. All set off by one of the best slappers of an ATP of anybody.
That was a filthy ATP, and then J-Dub was there just to clean up the rest.
9-8-2.
Wow. Hayden able to get that into a safe place, as can Fahey. Again, not there though. And what a battle, and we are at match point for J-Dub and Georgia Johnson after an electric point.
I mean, the amount of insane resets Kate
Ladies and
just
gentlemen,
had in
please
that rally
hold your
was...
applause and yes and no's until after the rally. Match point. 10-8-2.
Oh, another overhead. Oh, fake the drop shot. Two up, two back practice, and they save match point against. It is hard to play when you're down that loose and free, but they do it.
I mean, at that point, you had the fake dropper, you had the insane Ernie
8-10-1.
angle. Like, that's just a great point.
Can they find at least two of their own? That sails a little too far.
Second serve.
Second match in a row where they've saved match points against Fahey and
8-10-2.
Patriquin. Wow.
Wow.
Side out.
Georgia with a big
Match
pat
point.
on the back of her brother because they were in deep trouble. Match point 2.
Yeah. 10-8-1.
No way, H. And he
Second serve.
nods his head to
Match
the
point.
crowd. And look at Fahey, like she thought this might be
10-8-2.
over. This team won't go away. Match point 3. And Georgia said, "You go away." What a shot
game
from
match.
Georgia
11-8.
Johnson. And they have made their way to the semifinals. Another terrific mixed